Dear students, in our previous classes we have discussed regarding the definition of computer and the characteristics of computers. And in last class we have discussed regarding the basic things of computers. Now, along with the definition of computers and the characteristics of computer, now we are going with the syllabus. So come, we shall see today about data and information, after that about hardware, about software and types of software, and finally the functional components of computers. Come, we shall start with data and information. Data and information. What is meant by data? In general, as you are aware of internet facility, you will call that internet network as data, but that's not exactly the data. Data means the collection of text or something, just like audios or the collection of videos will be collectively, we can call it as the data. And come, now I will write the definition of data, then you will understand what actually the data means. Data is a collection of unprocessed items which include text. Text means, for example, if you take your first PhD textbook, whatever is present in your textbook, that is called as the data. It is text. Then audio, the songs and music, and then videos. Okay, after that images. These are collectively called as data, and data can also be called as the collection of raw facts, figures and statistics. Okay, data is a collection of unprocessed items. What is meant by these unprocessed items? Okay, if you take an example, 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. Okay, 2 plus 2 are the numbers, and we have asked the computer to do addition, and after doing addition we will get the result as 4. These two are the unprocessed items. Okay, before still we have not got any result. Okay, then they are called as unprocessed items, and we are asking the computer to do the process of addition. Then after completing that process, after addition, we will get the answer. Then that is the result as 4. So the data which is unprocessed, okay, sorry, the items which are unprocessed, they are called as the data, which may include text, audios, videos and images. And in other words, data can also be called as the collection of raw facts. Raw means that is the unprocessed items only. Figures, Okay, images and all, figures and statistics, that is calculations. So these are all the things collectively we can call it as data. Hope you have understood the meaning of data. Okay, then after that, statistics. Okay, then now we are going to complete the definition of the data, which are needed, other than needed, we write what that is, which are required to be, processed. Process means the operation or the function or the process is not completed. That type of items we can call it as the data. Facts is a collection of raw facts, figures and statistics which are required to be processed. They are not yet processed. Okay, that type of things we can call it as data. I will give you one more example. In your textbook, okay, your textbook is having some data. Okay, and if that textbook data, if we keep dividing chapter wise one by one, then that is called as unprocessed data. Okay, if your chapters are combined into a single textbook, that is called as processed data. Now come, this is regarding data. Now come, we shall see what is meant by information. This is data. Okay, then information is a processed data. Information is a processed data. When this data is processed, just like we have done addition 2 plus 2 and we have got the result 4. Okay, the process of addition is completed. Then after completing the process, the result we have got 4. So by always here, after processing, what the result we will get, that result we can call it as information. Okay, this is the difference between data and information. The information is a processed data by the computer. Processed data by the computer. The data which is processed by the computer is called as information. Okay. So this is regarding data and information. Remember one more thing, data and information are the most commonly used terminologies in the computers. Okay, data is called as the unprocessed items and information is called as the processed data. Hope you have understood regarding data and information. Now come, we shall move to one more thing, that is hardware and software. This is only the short explanation regarding data and information. Okay, in one more line we can extend. Okay, one more line we can extend for the explanation of information. Okay, and information is a processed data by the computer. Okay, this can also be written as in meaningful way. Like, okay, the computer processed data. The computer processed data is called as information. Is called as information. Okay, which conveys meaning, which conveys meaning and is useful to people to take and is useful to people to take future decisions. Future decisions. Future decisions on the information. Future decisions on the information. Okay, the computer process data is called as information. Okay, you have understood what I have explained. That thing we can call it as the information. And now we are going to discuss regarding the components of the computer. That is, first thing about the hardware of a computer, then about the software and its types. Come, now we are going to discuss regarding hardware and software. These two things are the most important things for the computer. If just hardware of a computer is present, software is not present, then at that time the computer will not work. If only the softwares of computer are there is no computer hardware, then also that will not become the computer and it will not work properly. Come, we shall see regarding hardware first. Hardware. What is meant by hardware? Okay, hardware refers to the parts of a computer, the parts of a computer that you can see and touch. That you can see and touch. This means the physical components. The physical components. The physical components. And along with that, including the case and everything inside it, and everything inside it. Okay, look, hardware refers to the parts of a computer. Parts, which are the parts of a computer? The monitor, keyboard, mouse and the CPU. These things are called as the parts of a computer. So, these parts only called as the hardware of a computer. The things which you can able to see and touch, only we can see the monitor, okay, keyboard and mouse we can touch, and CPU we can touch. Along with that, case means case itself is a CPU box. That is a case. And everything inside it means the things which are inside the CPU. Those things we can able to touch. So these all the things collectively called as hardware. And what is the work of this hardware? This part, okay, this part translate instructions. This part translate instructions and perform calculations. What is the work of the hardware? The work of hardware is that it translates instructions and will perform the calculations. Okay, it will do the calculations. The instructions whichever given, that will translate. In your later chapters, you will come to know regarding translation. Okay, one language to another language, how the data will be translated with the help of hardware. Okay, come next point. Hardware components or the hardware items like, or you write in place of items, you can also write as the components. Hardware components like, okay, which are the components I told just now? Monitor, keyboard, then the mouse, monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, then speakers. Okay, don't write this as CPU, this is write as cabinet. Okay, cabinet, that actually not the CPU. Okay, hardware components like monitor, keyboard, mouse, cabinet, speakers are called as hardware devices, Okay, they are collectively called as hardware devices. Okay, you can give, if you may get a question in your exam or test, give an example for hardware. So then you need to give just examples of these things: monitor, keyboard, mouse, cabinet, speakers, printer, and so on. Okay, and you may get a question, what is mean by hardware? Then you need to explain like this: the parts of hardware refers to the parts of a computer which you can see and touch. Okay, in bracket you write, if possible you write physical components, then no need, come directly, including the case and everything inside it, then put full stop after that, right? This part or these parts translates instructions and performs the calculations. If you write like this, you will get the full marks. Okay, now this is about hardware. Now come, we shall discuss regarding software and types of softwares. Now come, dear students, we are going to discuss regarding the software. Okay, what is meant by the software? What you know about the software? As you see, you are using smartphone. Okay, the applications which are present on the screen of your mobile phone, those things are called as the software. And also the Android, which is present in your mobile phone, that is called as the software. Same that thing. Here in computer, the softwares are there. You will call generally the applications as apps or applications. Okay, because they are the application files created with the help of Android. But in computer, the softwares are created, okay, different from the mobile phone. They are very small in capacity, the mobile softwares, so they are called as applications. But the computer softwares are large in capacity, so they are called as softwares. Okay, come we shall see what is meant by the software. It refers, or we can write it as software is a set of instructions or programs that tells the hardware what to do. Okay, software means it is a set of instructions, as I have told, that the unprocessed items are called as data, and the processed items, the processed data is called as information. So that type of set of informations will be called as a software, or it is a set of programs. And what is the work of this software? It tells the hardware what to do. Okay, if a user asks the computer to perform addition, then software will tell the hardware that you need to do addition. Okay, if the user of a computer is asked to give the printout, then the software will tell the hardware that you need to give the printout. Okay, when the software will respond properly, okay, at that time the hardware, the computer hardware will do its work properly, will perform the operations properly. If the software tell the computer hardware to give the printout, then the printer will give the asked printout of the user. Understood? Okay, next. The software is consists of two types. Software is consists of two types. The first one is system software. System software. Okay, system software means it is a collection of programs. Okay. It is a collection of programs, okay, which maintains the operations of the computer, which maintains the operations of the computer and its devices. Okay, system software is also a collection of programs. That means set of programs which maintains all the operations of the computer. Okay, and also the operations of its devices, means the computer's devices. And in other words, this can be explained as system software. System software acts as interface between the user, then application software, and computer's hardware. Dear students, what is meant by interface? Interface means it acts like a bridge between the two things. Okay, it acts like a path, or it acts like a connection between the two things. Okay, and it provides a way to do communication between the two things. Just like take your landline phone. It is having a cable or wire which will connect to the landline mobile phone office. Then one more cable will be connected to some other phone. If you ring up, then that phone will going to be ring. That is called the wire which will create a communication, or which will cover the gap of communication. That is called as interface. And in short, you think that interface is a bridge. It acts as a bridge between the user, the application software, and the computer hardware. Okay, system software is the one. It acts as a bridge in between the user and application software and system and computer hardware. Okay. Come now we shall see what is meant by the application software. Okay, then you will come to know what actually the system software is and what actually the application software is. We can give example for this, that is operating system. Operating system. Okay. For operating system, you can give it as Windows. Okay, it may be Windows 7 or Windows 10, whatever it may be. Operating system only comes under Windows. Only comes with the name Windows. But for mobile phones, the operating system is of Android. But for the computers, the operating system is of Windows operating system. Now come we shall see about the application software. Then you will come to know what is system software and what is application software. So dear students, now come to application software. Application software. What is meant by this application software? If software is there means in software also there are two types. One is system software, another one is application software. Application software means, see, application software consists of programs. Okay, this is also a set of programs. Application software consists of programs. And what is the use of this program? Designed to make user more productive. Designed to make user more productive and or assist them with personal tasks. Assist them with personal tasks. Okay. Application software is also consists of programs. It is also a set of programs. Okay. It is designed to make the user more productive. Application softwares are designed based on the user. Who is the user here? Users are the human beings. We are the user because we will operate the computer. So a person who will operate the computer will be called as a user. So here we will use the computer, so we are called as the user. So based on our needs, based on our requirements, the softwares are designed, and that type of softwares are called as application softwares. Okay, just like if you go to any industries or any mills or any business places, just like supermarket and all, if you go there, majorly there a software is used by name Tally. Okay, Tally is used for according to their supplies and according to their requirements. And if you go to schools and colleges, therefore typing letters and all, they will use Microsoft Word, and for doing some small amount of calculations they will use Microsoft Excel. It means wherever user need which type of software, and that type of softwares are built by the software designers. So that is called as application software. Okay, user more productive means based on the user requirements. I will give you an example. Think I am a user. Okay, and I am running a business, or I am a lecturer. Okay, I am a lecturer and I am teaching you all. So now I want to store all your information, your names, okay, from which schools you have come, and then whatever the marks you have scored in your SSLC examination, and what is your date of birth, what are your parents' names, and what are your addresses. All those things I need to save. So for that thing I will use Microsoft Excel. Okay, so Microsoft Excel is built for me. That means it is designed for the user on the basis of user requirements. That type of software is called as application software. Personal task means, as I have explained, okay, I am having a task of maintaining your details. So for that thing Excel is designed. And in banks and all, they will keep the calculation of huge amount of money. Okay, for that thing they are having their own different software. And in business places they will use especially Tally and all. And the engineers, the software developers will use softwares like C++, Java, okay, HTML and so on for designing softwares. So these type of softwares are called as application softwares. Example, Microsoft Office. This includes all the things like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel and Microsoft PowerPoint, etc. Then DTP softwares, just like Photoshop, PageMaker, CorelDRAW, etc. and so on. So these are the examples of software. System software will work as the interface between the user and application software and the hardware. It will manage all these things. Okay, like this you need to understand. Okay, system software will manage the user. What he will say, the system software will respond to him. And it will manage the application software. It will manage these softwares for their savings and their workings and all. And also it will manage the computer hardware to perform the operations or to perform the tasks which is given by the user to the computer. Okay, that is called as system software. And application software is based on the user requirements, it will work. So this is called as the application software and system software. Dear students, hope you have understood what I have told now. In our next class, we shall discuss regarding the functional components of a computers, and if possible we will move to the evolution of computers, how computers are evaluated, how first computer is designed and how step by step it is developed, and all those things we are going to discuss in our next class along with the functional components of the computer. So dear students, if you have any doubts regarding to today's class, you can ask me personally. Thank you.